Hi, my name is Dan Stidjanovic, and as an immigrant from Serbia, I wanted to learn how to be successful in business and life. But most experts, mentors, and online resources were more hype than substance. It was frustrating. So I decided to put together hype-free resources where you can learn and advance to the next level. Hypefree.com gives you seminars, interviews, podcasts, webinars, articles, and much more without the usual hype, so you can start implementing in the real world real fast. In this hype-free seminar, Charles Blair will show you how to use social media for marketing your business or yourself. Charles Blair is a real estate investor, speaker, and an internet marketing expert. For the notes and transcriptions and other seminars, interviews, podcasts, webinars, articles, and much more, please visit hypefree.com. Now enjoy this hype-free seminar. That worked 5 years ago. Something that worked a week ago. For $200, paying customers, real eyeballs, qualified people, real world that just happened. And I was proud to be involved in this project too. But he's going to go through, he is a master when it comes to social media marketing and all the stuff that he was doing on Meetup and on Facebook and on videos, and unbelievable. So without further ado, Charles Blair, the super internet marketer and aka mad scientist, right? Let's get a round of applause.
How's everybody doing today? Now, generally when you come to seminars and meetings and events, you start off with a pace of, man, I can't wait to get back home. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. Then 2 weeks go by. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. Then a month go by. I can't do it. I can't do it. And that's exactly the mentality that happens when you come to seminars and events. You get the euphoria of what's going on in the event. You get the emotion. You get the, man, I'm ready to do this. I'm going to show you exactly what we did. And when I say we, it was a team. We had 4 local investors in Maryland, and we created an event called the REI Super Saturday. And I'm going to show you step-by-step case study how we were able to take $200 in marketing. That's exactly all I had to use with the marketing was $200, and convert that. We're somewhere around $35,000, $40,000 now in the last 7 days. Now, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Is that something you want to know? Is that something you want to know? All right, let's get started. We're going to cover the anatomy of REI Super Saturday. Now, REI Super Saturday was a brainchild of mine about 2 months ago. And I approached Dan. I said, Dan, here's my thoughts. Let's do something where I'm a comic book character. And we have 4 superhero investors. And Dan said, okay, sounds good. So we decided to go ahead and work on it. And I had Dan's team, and I'm telling you, and this is not a plug for Done For You System. But Done For You System is the system that you guys need to work with when it comes to how do you implement these strategies without having 3 years of college education learning how to be an internet marketer. Because I've been using Done For You now for almost 6 months. And almost half of all my systems is created through Done For You. The other half is done through my outsourcers. Dan, I know you didn't ask me to do that, but I'm just telling you, Done For You system is done for you. Now, absolutely. Thank you. Now, what I'm going to cover, regardless if you don't know how to do it, you do know how to do it. I'm going to show you exactly how to get it done. Okay, first thing you're going to ask yourself, who the heck is this bald-headed guy, Charles Blair? Well, that's a good question. And the first thing I want to say is, I do not like the four-letter word. You know what that 4-letter word is? Guru. That's not me. I'm a guru. I do exactly what I'm going to tell you about. And that's going to be through trial and error. We're going to show you exactly what to do. Why should you listen to what I say? Good question. This is where I started out at. Now, that's not a good reason why. I was selling Kirby vacuum cleaners. In fact, my beginning is a little bit on the unorthodox side. I dropped out of junior high school in the 9th grade. Currently have a 9th grade education. And from that point on, I started figuring out there has to be something better based on where I was at in my life at the time. 9th grade, had to get back in the workforce, worked as a security guard for about 3 years, looking for answers, looking for ways to make it happen. So I came across a Kirby vacuum cleaner salesman who had his own distributorship. And he said, well, you could work for my company, selling $1,400 Kirby vacuum cleaners door to door, knocking in the dead of winter. And I did that for about 6 months. Sold about 3 vacuum cleaners. And if you can sell a $1,400 vacuum cleaner in the dead of winter, you can sell anything. And that's exactly what happened. We started doing this. I was out there hustling, doing this, and all I kept on hearing from you-know-who, Carlton Sheets, on late-night television about how you can make money in real estate. And I wanted that answer because I had the choice of vacuuming fours or making buku money doing real estate investing. I said, I can do this. $9.85, I can do this. So I bought Carlton Sheets not once, not twice, but 3 times. First 2 times, I don't know what happened to the course. Third time I bought it, started trying to learn it, try to seek out investors who was actually doing it, and I was coming across a brick wall. I could not find someone that was actually doing it. It's like peanut butter but no jelly, Kool-Aid but no sugar. Every time I kept looking, there was a blank wall there. I came across a mentor, took me underneath his wings, 8 months, studied with him. After 8 months, I became a full-time investor, and I've been an investor now for 18 years. I've done million-dollar deals. One of the deals we did was a 300-unit apartment buildings in downtown Baltimore, 31 properties. We purchased for $4.5 million. I've also done over 300-400 rehab deals, wholesale, subject to. Every strategy you can name, I've done it. We've had an educational program called Aspire America, had over 250 students in that program, all paying around $4,000, $5,000 to be a part of that program. Preach that program in front of the room. We have a mentoring program right now, actually a real estate club right now called Baltimore Real Estate Investors Association. I'm on the board of that. I have a couple of products that I sell, product development, and I've basically been into the internet marketing realm now for about the last 6, 7 years. Started out doing squeeze pages with my company, with my partner and I, Rob Bostic, Win-Win Property Solutions, doing squeeze pages, and that's where we got into this whole internet marketing stuff. I kept on learning it, and here I am today. What I'm going to tell you is internet marketing and marketing your business doesn't have to be something that's confusing. It doesn't have to be hard at all. It's a learning curve, and I'm not going to kid you. There is a learning curve in the process. Now, using REI Super Saturday, I'm going to try to bring you guys above that learning curve. Starts off with a squeeze page. We started the REI Super Saturday program using a squeeze page. Dan and I got up here, I think it was about a month ago, at one of his seminars. And took us about 5 minutes to do the squeeze page. The squeeze page is basically giving that person chunks and bits of information so that they can give us their name and email address. Here's the actual sales page. That sales page is basically, after the squeeze, it took the person to the sales page. In fact, I think I can click on this. And here's the actual sales page that we used for REI Super Saturday. Now, the theme was comic book. Each investor is a superhero. We carried this theme throughout the whole program, through the whole 21 days of marketing. Gave away free bonuses and so forth. And I'm going to show you how to do the development of your bonuses, as well as what's going to be the result and opt-in based on your squeeze page. Now, here's the numbers. We did 27 days of marketing. We had over 1,400 visitors to the website. Out of those 1,400 visitors, they spent on average 1 minute and 25 seconds on the website. I believe it was somewhere in around 65, 70% were unique visitors, which basically meant that was the first time they've been to the website. Others individuals watched the website more than once. This is the key to your success, driving traffic to your website. Analytics is the program that we use on the 24-hour cycle when it comes to determining what the amount of visitors came to the website. We use Google Analytics, and this is one of the screenshots from Google Analytics. And here's a more defined look at what I'm talking about. If you notice, we had 464 direct traffic goers, and those are individuals that put in REI Super Saturday in their browser and went to the website. We had over 174 visitors from Facebook, another 132 from Baltimore RIA, another 85 from the actual Facebook application, which is ads, Facebook ads, and then we had another 40 that came from my video invitation program that I'm going to give you guys the inside sight of. Some of these strategies you're going to learn right now are strategies that is going to say, wow, it's going to be like, this really blew me away. And I only ask for one thing. As I stated earlier, I'm not a guru. If I give you information that you like, you think is great, that you think you can go home and take home and use, at the end, I want you to get up, stand up, and say, thank you, Charles. I want a standing O, because you heard of Jackie O, right? I want a standing O. Fair enough? All right. Here's the numbers. $200 in marketing. The timeline for the marketing of this program was 21 days. We had over 105 spaces in the room that we had the event in. Over 150 came in. 75 came in underneath the price of $97. We had another 37 that purchased underneath the price of $247. And that was our back-end product. 6 purchased the bump-up product. And what I mean by a bump-up, during the timeline, we have a process where it starts off at $247. We use scarcity, make them come in at $297 after 48 hours. And that's what we did on the bump-up. We raised the price to $297. 6,000. One of the purchasers who came in through the boot camp purchased a property from one of the speakers through the actual upsell of this program. We got 4 people lined up to one of the speakers right now in his mentoring program. $5,000 for the mentoring program. Here's your timeline. Starting the program, starting your website, your actual seminar. You give away the free information, the front end. Person signs up, coming through the front end, and this is what's called your vertical funnel. So the person comes in, sign up for your front end. Basically, they get $97 for the actual attending of the actual event. $97 after they opt in, this is what they got. From the opt-in, we sold seminars. Seminar was basically the actual DVD product itself. We did the exact same strategies Dan's talking about, where you made a product out of the DVD presentation of the actual seminar. $247 for that product. I also gave away a free membership to one of my products, which is Real Property Geyser. I like giving away free stuff at my seminars, at the events I do, because it also solidifies the bonus and the value, and we're going to go into that as well. After a certain period of time, and this was 48 hours, we did the bump up, and this is where scarcity comes into play. If you don't sign up soon, it's going to go up. The price it went up to was $297. $297 was the scarcity bump. We had another 6 people came in underneath the scarcity bump of $297. Now, think about this, guys. This funnel includes $5,000 wholesaling coaching program, a $6,000 webinar that sells a house based on the Memphis Dirt Cheap Deals program that we have that I'm working with a good friend of mine named Bill Fell. We also have an affiliate program that's associated with this. Now, we haven't even gotten all the way through the funnel yet. This event actually took place 1 week ago, last Saturday. And I'll show you exactly what we're looking at with the affiliate program. We're going to actually, and me and Dan talked about this, we're going to actually set this up where we can have affiliates sell this product in the next 2 weeks after the bus tour that's associated with this. And the affiliates will be getting a commission. I think we're going to talk about $125 or $150, Dan. And this is the affiliate link that we send out to affiliates. So if any of you guys want to market this product, talk to me. We can do some joint venturing and get this thing out there. Any questions at this point? Last but not least, we do another REI Super Saturday, part 2. We plan on doing this every 8 months, twice a year. And that's what we talked about. Yes?
How was your, I didn't have a chance to talk to you. I love the brand. How did people affect the brand? Were you able to refer to this event now? Because this is just a vendor.
Mm-hmm.
They refer to it as another.
Oh, my goodness, yes. I mean, we had all kinds of requests for different training afterwards. Everybody, the name REI is synonymous with REI Super Saturday now. So it's really taken off. It's really taken off. Online marketing that we did with this. Now, this could be basically going with any niche, not just the REI Super Saturday. The marketing strategy we're going to show you right here, you can do with sellers, buyers, landlords, you name it. You can use this same marketing strategy for whatever your business model consists of. The key to this strategy we did with REI is traffic and conversion. That's all your business is based on. You're based on getting as much traffic in that as your system and your funnel as you possibly can, and converting that profit or converting that traffic to some type of profit. That profit could be a sale. That profit could be coming to an attendance. That profit could be a lot of different things. You have to determine what the conversion of your product will be and what's the result of that traffic conversion. The video squeeze was the way we started the process. And here's the reason why. At the video squeeze, you're talking about the capture, the name, the email address. It starts off with either a free report, an e-report, a mail series, or some other type of value. And that's the key. If there's perceived value, you'll get the name and email address. If there's no perceived value, you're not going to get anything but a person that's going to bounce off your website. That's what matters. It's not quantity, it's quality. Then you have to have a follow-up system. Your follow-up system converts them to the end decision. That end decision could be coming to the REI Super Saturday. That end decision could be coming to your properties to buy your houses. It could be a number of things. But the best way that I've determined, based on my marketing, is to be a related friend of that person. You want to be a welcome guest, not an unwelcome pest. And that's the key. Your funnel. Your funnel does all the work for you. I can set this up one time, and then the next time I do another REI Super Saturday, implement the exact same strategy. It will do itself what it's supposed to do. All numbers being equal, I should have at least the same result as the first. Let's talk about the squeeze page. Why a squeeze page? It makes the individual who goes to the page think of one thing: the actual message that's being said on the squeeze page. That's what you want. A targeted message is a proven person that knows what you want, willing to hear more about what you want, and will spend money on what you want because they've already given you permission to continue to talk to them. You want to also have no navigational links on that squeeze page. The last thing you want to do is have that person click on a link and go off the squeeze before you can do the capture. So it's a process of getting them there, making them your prisoner, and then having them do something. No hyperlinks, and the result of which is a targeted individual, targeted message, one message. Come do what I want you to do. That's it. Now, I like a video squeeze as my number one way of selling my stuff. Why? 12 billion people online videos watched each month. 12 billion watch videos each month. YouTube gets 10% and this goes into effect with video, 10% of all web traffic. Top 5 video websites all use video. This is a push-button marketplace. Now, there's a number of ways to consume information, but I've found that the number one way that most individuals will prefer to consume it is by way of video. And I'm going to show you how to repurpose video to cover all the different learning mechanisms that your clients may have. Video is quick and easy to make. Dan showed you guys how to use the Sony cam that he used to make a video. All it is you answering questions, you're answering a script, or someone asking you questions. A lot of the content we build is based on questions and answers being answered. If you're an expert of something, write down 10 questions, have somebody ask you those questions, and now you have a product. It's that simple. This stuff isn't rocket science. Here's your basic flow. Your squeeze page captures the person's name, email address, and so on. Some of my squeeze pages even captures telephone numbers. After the squeeze, they go to the actual order page or sales page. And from that page, they go to the thank you. It's that simple. On a napkin. It's really that simple. Now, here's the various marketings that we did in order to accomplish this. We use email, Facebook ads, Facebook events, video invites, press release, and voice blasts. The only thing on here that cost me actual money was the Facebook ads, the video blasts, and the writing of the press release. That was it. Everything else was time. Now, of course, your time is associated with time comes money. Your time is worth something. The two most important things to remember, it's all about capturing quality and curiosity. The sales page the squeeze page goes all around circles. But these are the two most important parts of that squeeze page. Is it quality content, or did you pique the curiosity of the person? The conversion begins and established with an expert in the relationship. Now, I've got the person in my squeeze page. They're in it. My follow-up begins. What I'm doing with my follow-up, my message is telling them more about why they should listen to me. This is my opportunity to convince that person that I'm an expert at my widget. So I'm convincing that person through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 emails. And I'm going to show you exactly a good email sequence you can use. It also builds trust. The more following up you do with that client who opted into your squeeze page, it builds up trust as you being a trusted friend. And you send your list useful information. Once again, it's about quality, not quantity. Give them more than what they expect. Real person. That list, that follow-up brings you as a real person. Dealing with social marketing, dealing with your emails. Let them know the personal side of you. Let them know who you are. Don't be afraid to not tell them about bad things that have occurred in your business or in your situation you're working with. They want to know the person or feel as though they know the person. And the way they will be a member of that list is by getting that quality content and you personalizing yourself. Like I said, people want you to be a welcome guest, not an unwelcome guest. Here's my marketing sequence that we did with the actual REI Super Saturday. You notice, emails. This is actually a 21-day sequence. Emails started out from day 1. And this is going to be easy to remember, you guys. You see this blue? I did emails on the first day, 11th day, 12th day, 17th, 18th, and 19th day of the sequence. Emails were sent out on those days. 0 to 21. 21-day marketing plan. Facebook ads. We did Facebook ads, which is basically ran on Facebook from day 1 all the way up to day 21. We did a Facebook event. Facebook event started on day 1 all the way up to day 21. And when I say day 1, I mean 21 days out from the actual date of the event. And that's the marketing sequence I'm giving you. On an event with a price tag, $97 on an event with something like this, 21 days is pretty much a good enough amount of time for you to start marketing. Anything further ahead of that, you're wasting a lot of marketing dollars. Most people don't make the decision to come to your event until 2 weeks out. So I would recommend not to start marketing to a low-ticket event until 21 days out, up until the actual event date. Now, video interview. I got this idea from Chris Kremistis, and I'm going to show you exactly how we adapted it and changed it around. But we did video interviews, and the video interviews occurred 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th day of the actual sequence. Press releases. We did a total of, I think it was 3. Actually, it was a total of 3 press releases. Press release took place 3 times. Second day into the event, 14th day, and the 16th day. I love press release marketing. It's another way in which you can get free marketing, putting your message out there, and I'll give you some ideas of exactly how to use press release marketing as a way to market. And last but not least, call fire. We also use voice blasting to market this program. And we did voice blasts 3 times. 7 days out, 14 days out, and 19 days out. Total marketing budget, $200. Show you how to do it. Any questions about the timeline?
On your Facebook ads, who you target?
Facebook ads, we target real estate investors in Baltimore, real estate investors in Maryland, D.C., and Virginia, along with individuals who are realtors, and that was it. We came up with about 1.2 million identified individuals in those 3 regions. And I'm going to show you the numbers of what happened with that.
What exactly is Call Fire?
Call Fire is a voice blast system you can use to send out voice blast messages. So you got a person's telephone number, you put them in Call Fire, and it automatically sends out a message to that person to tell them about the event. And that's what Call Fire is.
Thank you.
The thank you page. The 2 process we did, thank you page was basically a bonus that we started and we came up with. Here it was. Doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. One of the speakers, Wholesale Kid, Marcel Humphrey, he gave his contract that he used to do wholesaling as one of the bonuses. We also got some private label rights that I got off the internet, a video course. And this is going to give you guys some ideas. It doesn't have to be your product. I found a video course, cost me $10. Private label rights, resale rights, or reselleenterprise.com. I used that private label right to add value to the actual attendees by giving them these bonuses when they come. My total cost for bonuses, $11. That's it. So for giving me $97, 76, 77 people gave me $97 for $11 worth of bonuses. Created the thank you page. Once they signed up to the REI Super Saturday, it directly took them to this page where they were able to download their bonuses and get into the website. The back-end product. The actual back-end product is the same thing what Dan is talking about right here, which is the actual DVD recording of the DVD recording and so on. And here's the back-end product. One of the back ends we gave was a bus tour, along with actual DVD recording of each speaker's presentation, actual speaker's notes, jog and drive MP3s. One of the speakers was a guy by the name of Bill Fell. He created a formula that you could use in real estate investing. You do this formula, you're guaranteed to make a profit on it. He gave them the hard way of doing it. You can write it down. Here's the formula, yada, 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 yada. We created a product out of automating it by saying, we're going to give you an Excel spreadsheet that you just put in the numbers and it does the work for you. So that was a formula, that was the actual bonus that we gave away, automating it. We also gave away an actual speaker in the program was a guy by the name of Joe DiMaggio, not the baseball player. But his real name is Joe DiMaggio. And he's an expert with landlording, subsidized housing. He has like 85 rental properties and like 3 vacancies. And he used 90% of his properties is done, actually 65% of his properties is subsidized housing. So one of the things we said, well, how can we create value out of that niche? Well, subsidized housing, he's talking about landlording. Why not get an actual Section 8 inspector and have him walk through a property and show you what Section 8 inspections look for and record it? And that's exactly what we did. We created a DVD out of him walking through a property with a Section 8 inspector, and the Section 8 inspectors show you exactly what subsidized housing look for when they try to do subsidized housing inspections. That was that bonus right there. Then we gave away the certificates. 1-year membership to Baltimore Real Estate Investors Association. 1-day driving for dollar bus tour. And then Dan was so kind enough to give us the hype free bonus. This was our bonuses we gave to create the product on the back end. And when it's, like I said, it doesn't require you guys to have your own products. Use the hand you're dealt with, the products that your speakers have. Get them involved in the process. Marcel knows wholesaling. Marcel, let's do a bus tour. Bam. Marcel's involved in it. Bill had the one formula. Let's automate the one formula, Bill. Bam. This is how you create value in the back end and then bring those numbers to where we're at right now with our numbers and doing this process. Any questions here? Good. Private label rights. I told you guys about the video course that I purchased the private label rights for. Here's the website that you can actually get it at, along with other different private label rights, depending on what your niche is. I mean, this place has stuff on any and everything you can think of. Dating, real estate. You can think of it. You can get a private label rights for that product and then market it, rebrand it, and use it as your own. Resale Enterprise. Just do a Google search for Resale Enterprise. It'll be the first link on the page. Google is my best friend because I can't spell worth crap. So they'll say, Charles, did you mean this? And I'll say, absolutely, that's what I meant. You read my mind. And I'll just click on the link. But it's called Resale Enterprises. Now, email, Facebook ads, Facebook events, video marketing invite, press release, social media, and voice blast. Those were the campaigns that we did, the marketing wise, and I'm going to show you exactly, and this is one of the biggest finds that I found when it came to converting your clients to your list. Now you have 2 types of lists. You have what's called a cold list and a warm list. A warm list is a list of individuals that have been given your message in the past, people that are currently on your opt-in list. A cold list is lists that you're creating for an event where a person has not opted in. You're trying to find a new client. The easiest way to make money is to feed the funnel of your current clients. It takes almost 10 times as much money to create a new client than it does to convert an old client. So in other words, if you have a list right now, that's where I would start with marketing. If you don't have a list, then you're going to have to spend the money to get one. And we've already shown you a number of ways in which you can do that. Here's one of the ways that I think is a blockbuster. I think this one right here is, I think you're going to say, wow, I love that. Watch. We did what's called a video invitation. And I got this from Chris. Chris had a mastermind group a while back, and he invited the members by doing personal videos. Now, I took it one step further. I said, okay, we can do personal videos. What if I do personal videos to any and everyone that have ever purchased something from me? So I solicit my good friend here, Marcel Humphrey. I said, Marcel, let's do personal videos. We did 80 videos to individuals that have purchased off my list. Now, out of that 80, 27 came into the $97 amount. 10 of them bought the $247. Now, here's what it looks like. Is there a microphone here?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Here we go. Okay.
Okay, if I can get this out.
REI Super Saturday event, February the 20th.
Yeah, Mike, this is good. Blowout event. We're going to have some great speakers. We're going to have the wholesale kid, Mr. Marcel.
Where's your, yeah, give me this.
Joe DiMaggio.
Okay,
He's
I'll
the
just start.
godfather of Section 8. Now, the key here I want you guys to think about, look at the action that occurs afterwards.
What's up, Mike? It's Marcel here. I got Charles Blair in the office today, and we wanted to take some time out to personally invite you to the REI Super Saturday event, February the 20th.
Yeah, Mike, this is going to be a blowout event in Baltimore. We're going to have some great speakers. We're going to have the wholesale kid, Mr. Marcel Humphrey himself. He's going to be divulging all his deep secrets with wholesaling. You know you want to hear those. We're going to have Mr. Godfather Joe DiMaggio. He's the godfather of Section 8. He has over 77 rental properties and only 3 vacancies. He's going to be divulging everything he knows about landlording and being a successful landlord.
Not to mention, Charles forgot to tell you, he's a humble guy, but he's considered to be the mad scientist of internet marketing. He's going to show you how to buy and sell properties using the power of the internet through social media marketing. Bill Feld, Baltimore's veteran real estate investor. Enough said, he's done over 1,000 deals. You definitely want to be here to hear what he has to say. He's going to be sharing the one formula he created and is the master of, and he's showing folks all over the country how to use his formula and buy properties.
And don't forget, we're talking about, Mike, this is going to be a great event. It's going to be February the 20th, REI Super Saturday, and the only thing you need to do now, be there. And watch the action. It takes them to the sales page. As soon as the video ends, it takes the person to the sales page. This was huge. We got over, I think it was 20-something sales just from this one action. It's called a redirect right after the video. The video invitation is personal to the person. They look at it, wow, they care about me. They actually sent me an individual video. Each video was done with the warm leads name on top of it. We did 80 videos. It took us one day, 8 hours, but we just went over and over 80 different times with the person's first name on it. Now, do you think that's a powerful technique you can use?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, to get the action where it actually takes them to the sales page, I use a program called Easy Video Player. $97 one-time purchase, that's it. Not only do Easy Video Player take you to the sales page, Easy Video Player can even put an opt-in form on your video. So you can have the person opt in on the video right after it plays. Or an actual pay now button where it actually takes the person to your payment source, whether it's PayPal or One Shopping Cart. Here's what we did. Whenever I do a video, I repurpose that same information. My way of doing my articles, doing my press releases, doing my Facebook ads, doing my e-reports is creating the video by way of questions, answering the questions, and then send them out to my outsourcer and have them create a press release, have them create article, use the same content for my Facebook ads, use the same content for my e-report. I repurpose the information. You guys want to know how to do that? I use a service called Odesk. You know how much it costs me to have an outsourcer take that video and make a press release article and so on? I pay them by the hour. Take a guess. $1.67 an hour. $1.67 an hour. For 4 hours, I got 10 articles, 3 press releases. I've got the Facebook ad I created myself from the video, and the actual e-zine I created from the transcript from the video. But that's what I got for actual 4 hours worth of work. $1.67 an hour. Here's what happens with the press releases. I put them out on the websites. One of the free press release sites is freepressrelease.com. I also use one called Email Wire. Individuals look at the press releases. They view them. They know all about the process. They know all about the actual information. One of my press releases, I got over 1,000 views. I've actually gotten invitations to speak off of my press releases. So press release marketing is very cost effective, and it's a good way to get your brand out there on the internet. Facebook ads. I love it. I love them. I love them. We did the Facebook ad campaign with REI Super Saturday. We got 92 clicks, 47 opt-ins, 10 at $97, 7 at $247. Here's the number, guys. My whole Facebook ad campaign cost me $96.52. How many impressions did I get from this? 400,333 impressions. What's an impression? Someone looking at your site or your ad, or someone who has the opportunity to look at your ad. And I'll go over some of these things here. Clicks. That's basically someone clicking on your ad. Impressions. The amount your ad may have been viewed. Click-through rate. The amount of people that actually clicked on the link on your ad. Average cost per click. $1.05 per cost. Average cost per M. That's basically how much did it cost per 1,000. 22 cents per 1,000. Now, even though this converted at the number that it has, I don't use Facebook ads per se for a sales mechanism. I use Facebook ads for branding. If I can get 400,000, now I'm not saying that they're all unique because they could be duplicate. If I can get 400,000 eyes on my houses, my program, my product at a cost of $96, ball game over. I can now be branded as that expert on that niche. And that's what I use Facebook for. It's huge. It's one of the most unused opportunities out there because Google is hard. Google has gotten so hard since they did the Google slap. I mean, they've gotten crazy when it comes to what they will approve, what type of ad they'll approve, and so on. Facebook is a lot easier to deal with. And it's just a matter of creating a little message that says what your product is. And in fact, I'll try to bring up that up a little bit later. The actual ad.
When they click on that, where does it take them?
It took them to my sales page. Yep. Ad took them directly to the sales page.
So, and that was off Facebook?
Yes, that was on Facebook. And that was...
It took them off Facebook?
Yes, absolutely. They don't have to be on Facebook. Keep that in mind. You don't have to have a situation where the person has to stay on Facebook with Facebook ads. You can take them anywhere you want.
Hey, Charles?
Yes.
Quick. How do you collect the names if you just sent them to a sales page? Did you send them to the screen first and then sales?
Great question. The question is, how do you collect the names if you take them directly to the sales page as opposed to taking them to the squeeze page? I did two-step. I did a warm list that took them directly to the actual squeeze sales page, and I did the cold list, which took them to the squeeze page. I used two different strategies. Some guys will tell you, oh, you should take everybody through the squeeze page. I don't believe that. I don't want to subject my warm buyers who've already been through my squeeze process to another squeeze page. I give my warm buyer direct messages. I give my cold buyers the squeeze page. Mm-hmm.
Step back a second to the video individual invitations. Did you email those?
Yes, good question. We emailed the video invitations to each person. Once again, these are individuals that are on my warm list. I already had their email address. You can do the opposite too. Yes.
And we also sent it through Facebook.
Yes. In fact, Marcel just said we also put the invitations on Facebook as well. So we also had a Facebook REI Super Saturday page where we uploaded the videos on there, and we also did it where I did the direct redirect with the easy video player.
So does it just come through on the email as a video?
It comes through on the email as a link. They click on the link. Now, this brings up a good question. Well, what good is the link if you don't know if someone clicked on it? Dan already told you guys about Bud URL. That's the strategy we use to track all of our clicks. So I don't use the actual YouTube video link or the actual link that is on Easy Video Player. I use a Bud URL to track the people that clicked on the link, and that's how I got my conversion. Any other questions? Fulfillment. You're going to hear a lot of different things you can use for fulfillment. I use Kanaki. I love it. It's a little learning curve, but it's worth the time. And I'll give you an example. Kanaki, Kunaki, is the website. Basically, all we did was upload video to the website by way of the video DVD. Once you upload it, all you got to do is put an Excel spreadsheet in there, and it automatically sends the videos out to your list. So you don't have to worry about having inventory. You don't have to worry about paying some fulfillment company $2,000 to put inventory in abundance. That's how I found out about Kanaki, because I had a company that I was going to work with, and they wanted to charge me $2,000 before I even sold anything. Now I'm going to give you an example of what Kanaki does. Now remember, the actual REI Super Saturday DVD, that's not even finished yet. We just did it last Saturday. So I'm going to show you with another product that we have. And what is fulfillment? It's basically you putting your product to be sent or shipped to your buyer. And this is what Kanaki does. You create a DVD, you upload it in Kanaki, you have somebody design a cover for you, and like magic, you have the DVDs. And you just import your Excel spreadsheet of where they should be delivered to. These are products that we've had already that has been sold through Kanaki. What you'll see when the actual person get the purchase of the REI Super Saturday, it'll actually be 7 different DVDs. And I'll just hit the ship button, the zip code, and it sends it to all the persons that purchased my product. I don't have to worry about anything. How much do Kanaki charge me? $1.25 per DVD. $1.25 per DVD. You can do PDFs, you can do manual, but it has to be something that you can put on a CD disc or a DVD. You won't get a physical a physical manual book. You want to know where to get that from? Yeah. Self-publishing website called Lulu. You can do your self-publishing web, e-books, and so on, and they will publish it for you, called Lulu. So, Lulu. Any questions regarding fulfillment?
What do they get for shipping?
$1. Shipping is normal. I think for my 10 DVDs, it's going to cost me $21. And that's regular ground shipping. You can do ground, you can do overnight, you can do it all. But we're doing everything ground. Now, you guys want to see the REI Super Saturday pitch?
Yes.
Okay. This is the pitch that we got 30% conversion on. I had 150 in the room. At the event, it was about 35 that purchased it total. We're up to around close to 45 right now, and then the price is going to go up again. But here's the actual pitch. What if I told you that a money-making opportunity was right here before your eyes, and that all you had to do was to get up, sit down, and look for it? What would you do? Okay, let me put it to you like this. What if I told you that a money-making opportunity, you were sitting on it right here and now, what would you do? If I told you you were sitting on it right now, what would you do?
Look under my feet.
If I told you were sitting on it, right, what would you do? If I told you, hold your hands up. If I told you were sitting on it, what would you do? Now I see some of you looking at the chair next to you. The point I'm trying to make is opportunity. Opportunity happens when you take advantage of it. I repeat, opportunity happens when you take advantage of it. And here's an opportunity for you guys. We have each of the DVDs that the speakers presented. Each speaker will give you a DVD of their actual presentation. And I know what some of you are saying. Charles, I don't need a DVD. I got a photographic memory. Okay. I understand. I got you covered. Then I'm going to say, well, if you don't need a DVD, what about if I gave you the actual PowerPoint notes that the presenters presented? Would that make you want this offer? I know what you're going to say. Well, Charles, PowerPoint notes is pretty good, but I got a camera here and I took pictures. I know I wasn't supposed to, but I took the pictures and I really got everything already. I said, okay, I understand what you're saying. Well, what if I gave you the actual jog and drive DVD? I'm sorry, audios that the presenters presented. Would that be of value to you? You're going to say, Charles, I used to do transcription. I already wrote down everything. I don't need the DVDs. I'll say, okay, you guys are hard. You guys are really hard. Well, what if I gave you Bill Fell's one formula, automated, so all you have to do is push a button and it will figure out what you should pay for any deal you do? Would that be of value to you? Charles, well, that sounds pretty good, but I know about ethical bribes. I want more. Okay, you guys are tough. What if I gave you the actual DVD from the actual Section 8 inspector who will actually walk through a property and show you what to look for when you're doing subsidized housing? Will that be of value to you? Charles, that's pretty good. Well, I'm not finished yet. They call me the mad scientist. They don't call me that for no reason at all. Because I got something else for you all. I have not only annual membership with Baltimore RIA, I'm also going to give you wholesale kid, Marcel Humphrey, the man, the myth, the legend. He's going to walk you through properties on a wholesale bus tour. This comes with your package today. Will that be of value with you? Oh yeah, I like that, Charles. I like that. Well, I'm not finished yet. What if I gave you Dan, whose last name is hard to pronounce, Sianovich, internet marketing course, hype free, valued at over $2,000, 3 days in sunny, sometimes cold, Tampa, Florida, absolutely free. Now, we just got finished talking about opportunity. What happens with opportunity? You take advantage of it. I want you to stand up. Everybody stand up. You're going to say, okay, Charles, how much is it? I know, don't do that thing where you gave me, it's worth this, it's worth that. I'm not even going to tell you what it's worth. I'm going to tell you what it is. $247. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. Let's go back here and make this thing happen. Thank you. Now, that was my close. 30% of the room. I think it works. I practiced it and practiced it and practiced it. Now, my question to you is, what do I have for you now? Here's what I got for you guys. And I think this is huge, guys. Write this resource down. Help a reporter out. You want to be that expert? What if you could be in Time magazine? What if you could be in Lifestyle, whatever? That website, Hero, Help a Reporter Out, will allow you to basically do interviews based on your expertise. This is a website where reporters put out the fact that they need somebody to talk about social marketing. They need somebody that talk about travel business. They're looking for somebody to be on Time, Newsweek, you name it. All of the publications, online, offline, post the types of experts they're looking for. Just think about what that can do to your business credibility. And it's absolutely free. Now, I made a challenge earlier when I got up here, guys. If you got something out of this, you know what I need you to do. Thank you, and have a great day.
Who's going to implement something from this strategy? All right.
If you enjoyed this Hype-Free seminar, please visit hypefree.com for an opportunity to have your questions answered regarding this or other Hype-Free seminars, interviews, podcasts, webinars, articles, and much more. Plus, be able to download tons of free bonuses.